All right, I'm back. Um, Sorry about that, everyone. We just had a little issue. I actually just had the power go out. So, rare that happens, but life happens. Life happens. Let's just get everything set up again here. Get everything set up. We're almost there. Luckily, that was a really quick power outage on my end, so no complaints there. Trying to figure out why we're not getting the camera on Blair's end. Hmm. Something's off here. Yep, thought that was going to be an easy, quick fix there. Let me do this. All right, sorry everyone. Really thought that was going to be an easy, quick fix, but sometimes things just aren't. And that's all right. Let's check the settings here. Video. Quick check. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Everything's working as far as in the settings. I think we're all good. For some reason, we're not getting it here. Here we go. There we go. Let's put this back up. Pop out. Awesome. Got it. All right. Well, we came back to the board, and yeah. Do you have a sideboard? Or do you want to run something else? No, let's run that back, but let me switch over to traditional Iden, or the regular Iden I'm running. So the rhythm seems better. Yeah, I'd agree. So right. All right, so now we're going to go back to Iden Green, switching that up. Man, sometimes things happen during the day. What is this? What is this, life? Complications? All right. Where is the card? There it is. That's what I'm looking for. So let's play our standard card here. You know what's fun? I saw one player. Y'all have seen probably this if you follow a lot of socials. Um, there's some stuff when it comes to whatchamacallit. Who is it? Rebel Trooper. Rebel Trooper was at the event this past weekend at Portland Game Store, and he was running a blue-green Palpatine build. One of the things I love that he had in there was he had the Chimera, and I just think that's fun. I mean, I'm a big fan of all Star Destroyers, so I love seeing that. Thought that was great. So, yeah, hoping to see more things like that here in the future. I mean, I'm literally playing around with Chimera a little bit, and I don't know if I want to put it in this build, but I definitely have thought about it, right? So, so he just resets his deck here. Go here and just double check something. I think we're all good. Perfect. I'm gonna get back in here. So we are all set up. Again, apologize for those technical difficulties. Things happen for sure. But let's just get back to doing some play testing here. Hopefully, I know this interrupted a lot of stream for people, and I apologize again for that. No, glad though there was just a quick power outage across the street here. You can always tell when it's not just like your residence when a lot of dogs or people are barking. I remember a couple years ago, it was so funny. Christmas Eve, the power was out all on the street due to weather, and I think it was like 6:30 p.m. So right before it gets super dark over here in the Northwest, and all the street lights came on, and you could just hear people like cheering because it was out for like 3 or 4 hours on Christmas Eve, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like some people probably have like their whole family at their house, and this happened, which is wild. Um, yeah, I'm about to have some fun for sure. I won't lie. I'm still debating if I want to just throw Chimera in here, but it doesn't just do a lot, but I think it'd be fun for flavor. So, but I want that practice against Chirrut Red. I want that practice against that blue, white, red build. So we'll go ahead and cut. Draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 51 card deck right here. All right, let's roll to see who goes first when you're ready. I got 8. That's you. All right, back in it. Trying out, going back to blue-green Iden now. I enjoyed playing that double blue Iden. Maybe I'll mess around a little bit more with it. The tempo felt fine, but not sure if I want to make that switch. Saying, again, talking about like how it's a very lateral move. I'll keep. Very lateral move for me to keep that there. I think we'll be fine with it, honestly. So. But I really love the green because I love ramping into cards like what's in my hand, like the Relentless. So what's currently in my hand is Relentless, Star Viper, Resupply, Steadfast Battalion, Cell Block Guard, and Inferno 4. So we got the 2 drops here. We're going to go ahead and drop Cell Block Guard, I think. And then we're going to drop... want that Relentless. Relentless helps a bit against some of this stuff. Not a lot, but definitely a bit. I'm going to drop the Relentless. Keep the Battalion, the Star Viper, because I think we're going to need that early points of damage. This is a matchup I really need to understand more. As I was saying earlier in the stream before the power outage, it's this is the style, the blue, white, red, aspects. I really want to make sure I'm knowing all the lines of play here because I think that's what really caught me off guard. So, playing against it this weekend. Out comes Sabine. Got it. I'll pay 2 for Inferno 4. I'll look at the top 2 cards in my deck. I'm going to go ahead and put them both on the bottom. Right. I'll pass. Both cards I put on the bottom are Relentless and Devastator. I don't need those 2 cards now, so let's just go ahead and save them. We drew a better card, Super Laser Blast, and Takedown. We're going to drop the Blast, and we're just probably going to resupply this turn. All right, base takes 3. I'll swing 2 on base. See what he does. No Fleet Lieutenant, because that Sabine Wren would have definitely swung for 5 if it could have. Yoda. All right. I'll resupply. Go to the discard pile, and then it comes back into play as a resource exhausted. All right, we're at 3. So takes the initiative. I'll pass. Let's draw 2 cards here. Man, these sleeves pop up as like hot pink. These are actually like pink diamond sleeves. So I think that's pretty funny. We drew another cell block guard and a Avenger. I like seeing the Avenger. We're going to need that later for sure. We're not going to get that heal, so let's put the guard out to give us a little bit of time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Steadfast Battalion, we're going to probably ECL next turn, which will be great. So we have a takedown we can use as well in the future. Ooh, Fleet Lieutenant. All right, base takes 5. I go to 8. There's that Fleet Lieutenant. I'll pay 3 for Cell Block Guard. Oh man, forced throw. Have to discard a card here. I don't really want to give Steadfast Battalion or Takedown. All right, if you're sure that's what you want to kill, I guess. Cell Block Guard's dead. Swing for 2 on your base. And Cell Block Guard didn't do anything. Gosh, that forced throw. I love forced throw. All right, that takes me to 10. I'll take initiative. For about 10s here. There you go. He passes. Let's draw 2 cards. See what we can do. Double Search Your Feelings. One of those goes down. Fortunately, that's both Search Your Feelings in this deck. Third one's in sideboard. It's not like the last deck we played where it did run 3, which I love. I love playing 3 Search Your Feelings. All right. The good news is we can Steadfast Battalion and put out Iden Versio. Let's see what he's going to do. He may have the takedown. 6. All right, I'm going to deploy Iden. Comes into play with the shield. What's up, Team Grizzly? Good Saturday morning for you. What's up with us is we are on our second stream after a quick power outage in the middle of the first game. All right. Ability pops the shield and Iden deals 2. I mean, Sabine deals 2 to Iden. Okay. Let's go. Iden triggers, or reaction, sorry. So I go heal down to 9. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and ECL for Steadfast Battalion for 5. It's going to ready. And on attack, if I control a leader, give a friendly unit +2/+2 for the phase. Actually, I'm going to give that +2/+2 to Iden. And then I'm going to swing on Yoda for Steadfast Battalion. And that Overwhelm's going to have 1 damage go over. And then I heal 1 from Iden's reaction. Team Grizzly, how's your Iden Green feeling? Iden Green feels good. I was talking about this earlier in the pre-stream. Pre-power outage stream. But it was, I really liked it. I liked seeing at the Portland 1K that another Iden Green made it to the top 8. Okay. Iden takes 3. That's 5 damage. Currently, it's a 6/6. Heals 1 off the reaction. I'll swing on your base for 5 or 6. Sorry, with Iden. Yes, base for 6. So I'm enjoying Iden Green. I like what it can do, and we just tried a quick Iden Blue one. I'll probably bring that back out here in a second when I have our opponent Blair switch decks, just to kind of see if that's something I still want to keep. The other Iden Green I've seen out there just does a little bit different. More similar like to Krennic builds. So we'll see. But I really need to figure out like lines of play against the heroic red. I think that's very important. It's one of the things I just need to get better at. I'll swing for 2 in the space arena to your base. But I don't know. I feel like the blue, white, red has a lot of great answers, and hopefully, just playing a little bit more helps me out, and we'll keep working with Iden Green. Oh man, that lightsaber changes stuff up. I had that takedown ready for Chirrut. I'll take initiative. All right, 4 damage to Iden from that force throw. Team Grizzly, you got an Emperor's Legion? No, I don't, but that's one I've been playing around with, if that's something that I feel like I'm going to need. So, all right, we're in. Luckily, we have a Search Your Feelings in our hand, so we'll just get closer and closer. There's a resupply, there's a restock, perfect. So we're just going to get closer to what we really need, which is going to be the, let's see, we want a Super Laser Blast. We want a couple of things. So do I want to hold on to restock? I could just drop the resupply and Search Your Feelings and just be a little slow. I think I'll do that. We're at 8. We're at 7, sorry. And I'll search my feelings. I'll take some damage this turn. Alright, I'll swing on your base for 2 with Inferno 4. Well, let's see. How big is Chirrut going to get, or does it go wide? So, Emperor's Legion. I have it in my double red Grand Inquisitor deck just in case of a board wipe. Yeah. That, I mean, it's never a bad idea, honestly. All right, takes me from 7 to 13. What else is he going to do? I'll pay 4 for Search Your Feelings and search my deck for a card. All right. I could run Power of the Dark Side. I could get that and take care of it. I could take care of it this turn, unless he puts something else out. He attacks with Chirrut first, so I don't think he has the upgrade, or he's afraid of something. But either way, he knows I'm about to have an answer. So what is the best answer here? It's probably just going to be the board wipe. All right, found my card. Paying 6. Obi-Wan? Yeah, Obi-Wan. Glad I grabbed the blast. All right, I'll take initiative. Okay, draw 2. Second Inferno 4 and an Entrenched. I'm down for that. I am down for that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop the Entrenched. That puts us at 8. Gives us an Inferno 4 we can play next turn and look at the top cards of our deck. So we're at 8, they're at 7. I feel good about it. But, you know, to say this isn't threatening, it's definitely there. Especially when you have so much spot removal, and by spot removal we're talking about like takedown, vanquish, things like that. Things where you're targeting something, targeted removal. So this Chirrut deck or Luke decks like this are really difficult. Yeah, we'll pay 8. Pay 8 for the blast. Reminder token on Iden. I'll get the Inferno 4 trigger. 1, 2. Look at the top 2 cards of the deck. We have Devastator and we have Consortium Star Viper. I think think I want to leave them both on top. We're at 8. It's going to take a while. Yeah, I'll leave them both on top. I'll heal 1 with Iden's ability. Nah, I wish I didn't leave those cards on top. I'll pass. Draw 2, Devastator, Star Viper. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm going to drop the Star Viper because I don't think we're going to be able to keep initiative with that Kanan out. He's going to want to swing with that Kanan every turn. Team Grizzly, I've started choosing myself for Force Throw when I control a Force unit. Yeah, I mean, it's never bad. Because then you can kind of guarantee you're going to kill something, right? Like, that's kind of why you do it. Team Grizzly, what card do you really focus on with the... what card are you always hoping to use as one you throw at people? Okay. Super Laser Tech, you heal 2, and I go from 12 to 16. I'll pay 2 for the Inferno 4, and I'll look at the top 2 cards of my deck and put them top or bottom in any order. I'll leave them both on top. We got double Vigilance on top. So, shit. Force Surrender. Going to make us just lose those. Apologize for that language. All right. I only have 2 cards left in hand, so Devastator and Restock are gone. I'll take initiative. Oh, there goes Devastator. There's that. Throw that in the discard pile. Let's, I guess we're just going to play Vigilance next turn, and we'll heal 5, and I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe discard. That's probably the best thing. Just discard right now. I won't put anything down. 8, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm at 9. He's at 8. We can't kill Kanan, but we can have some fun. Ooh, Palpatine. That makes sense. That's a great one to throw. Either use him for 6 damage or use him for 8, right? All right. Vigilance first. We're going to go ahead and heal 5, and I'll mill you 6. Make you discard 6. R2, K2, SO, Green Squadron, A-Wing. Let's do this. Hey, all right, all right. Obi-Wan, love to see it. Love to see it go. See. All right. Let's. Okay. I'll take initiative. Oof. Force throws and force surrenders. Wow. Yeah, this is why I got to play against this deck more. Right? Where's my relentless? Where is it? Okay. Oh, here comes heavy boy Kanan here. Big stick. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I take 8. You get me over to 19. And I'm discarding 1 card. 1. That's all the vigilances. All the vigilances. And we are out of restocks. So let's draw 2 cards. Reinforcement Walker, that's good. Relentless, that's good. Okay. That'll get us somewhere. My problem is if I drop Relentless, I'm not going to heal. He has 6, 8, or sorry, 9, 11 points of damage on the board. I'm at 18. I can heal 3. That'll drop me to 15. It's not enough. It's not enough. Mm-mm. Emperor Palpatine for Darth Vader, Seven Sister for Sabine, and Tie Advance for Iden. Team Grizzly, I'm glad you got your targets set up. That is smart. All right. I will just Reinforcement Walker for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 remaining. I'll look at the top card, and I will discard it to heal 3. Go down to 16. Takes me to 22. I guess I'll pass. Really nothing else to do. I think he'll do everything right as he should. He definitely should do everything right. I don't see any problems with him. I don't see him making any mistakes here, which is good. Oh, yeah, I'll take initiative. Yep. Nope, but I wish you thought he was. Oh, that's too many Lukes, dude. Too many. Force lightning for Imwe. Yeah, force lightning is always good. I'm a big fan of that. Man, okay. All right. Let me sideboard against this. Let me see what I think that's gonna be one of the big things that matter against this matchup that I want to prepare for is the sideboard. So let's take a look here. Restock is definitely coming in. All right. So what are we going to throw in here? We got Traitorous, Avenger, Search Your Feelings, Making Openings, Cargo Juggernauts. Ding, ding, dings. Okay, let's see here. We want the traders because we want to be able to steal things like Yoda, R2D2 that get the bonuses there. I think we're going to add the Search Your Feelings, and we're going to add the Restock. And let's add the Reinforcement Walker and Cargo Juggernauts. So what we are going to change here is we are going to get rid of the Devastators. And we're also going to get rid of the Steadfast Battalions. Steadfast Battalions are going to get replaced with the Cargo Juggernauts. Devastator is going to go out just because we need to move a little bit faster. We don't really need that late game Sentinel. Wherever my second Devastator happened to be. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 cards already. Again, we know Cargo Juggernaut is going in for 2 Steadfast Battalions. That's going to give us some more shielding and some health there to kind of keep our units in play a little longer. Traitorous is going to be able to steal something that's been upgraded. And then the Reinforcement Walker for a little bit more health early on if we need it. That leaves 2 more slots. We need to fill 2 more. Vader is such a maybe. You'd be surprised how often I want to just sideboard Vader. Just sideboard him out, and honestly, I mean, it's still a possibility. It may happen. All right. Honestly, it's between Cell Block Guards and Vaders. I think I'm just going to do one of each, maybe. Nah, there's only 2 Cell Block Guards. Let me see here. Subblock guards are going to kind of stop R2D2, C3POs, but they can die to like Luke Skywalker's really quick. It's tough. It's tough. You know, I may never have the initiative, so let's drop the Consortium Star Vipers. As much as I love that healing, it just may not be that big for us. We'll drop 2. Okay. These 2 cards go in. These cards go out. Nope. Make sure I did that right. Yep. Okay. These cards go in. These cards go out. We're good. Get a good shuffle in. Yeah. So it's still the same last deck we were playing, the same one I took to the Portland 1K. Again, happy to get some more of these lines of play against the Chirrut deck in Tarkin Town, because that's what was giving me trouble a little bit. You know, I only lost to 2 decks technically, and 1 went to time, and the Chirrut way is the one that went to time, which is unfortunate. The other 2 decks that beat me last week were just Sabine Green, Sabine Red. Definitely didn't have any of the answers for Sabine Red. Green, that's just always timing, right? That's just like either I have it or I don't. And a lot of fun. Both people I played that were Sabine were great players. And one of them I've been playing for several weeks now since they got into the game. So I was really excited that they did something like that. Like they were just like, yeah, I'm here for this 1K. And I was like, that's awesome, man. Like, just like I'm less than like what 3 weeks ago. I'm just like I was meeting you on a Friday night, and you're like, I think I'm going to play this, and it was just Sabine Red, and it was just great. Like it was Sabine Green, sorry, and it was just great to see someone be able to pick up the game, get access to a deck, and have a good time and do really well. I can't remember what they placed. I would be curious to where they ended up finishing, but my assumption is probably in the top 50%. So with me, so. But I have a feeling if I could have just beaten the Chirrut Imwe deck that I've played, I probably would have been anywhere between 9 and 14th, which would have been great. I don't know if I would have made top 8. Would have been tough with, but it really just kind of depends who I would have played after that first round. So, all right, I'll go first this time. That sideboard in. Let's see. Search Your Feelings, Cell Block Guard, Probe Droid, Super Laser Blast, Avenger, and Super Laser Tech. Love it. Love it. We're going to drop Blast and Avenger. Yeah. No, we're going to drop Avenger and Search Your Feelings. Yeah, hold on the Blast. All right. Let's go Viper Probe Droid. Sabine Wren, Green Squadron A-Wing, Force Throw, and Force Throw. Got it. Double Force Throws. Okay. Team Grizzly, my daughter and I need to practice today. Get it in. Get that practice in. Fetchin', I've been trying new decks lately as I played Leia for months. Then as soon as I stopped playing her, everyone in my local start using her. Yep. But you know what? That's good, because the more decks you play, the better you understand how to counter them. And that's something I always want to make sure I'm doing as well, is that I'm trying other decks throughout the weeks and when I'm going to local events or especially casual things, because I want to be able to know how to play. I'll take the initiative. So, you know, the good news is you've played enough Leia, you're just like, yeah, I know all the lines, I know what I'm supposed to do. And I can see, you know, you can predict what they're going to play next or what their options are. So I drew Reinforcement Walker and Resupply. Both are great. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Walker for now, because we're just going to keep ramping. But, like, you know, it's like understanding the Sabine layouts, right? Like if you play against it or you play it a lot, you know they drop a 2-drop and it's either going to be a 3/3 or a 2/3 unit. And the next turn, they're either going to bump it up with a wing leader, a red 3, or a fleet lieutenant. So you can always predict that you're going to be taking probably 5 damage on turn 2 from one of these units, which makes it easier when you can predict, like, all right, I need to stop this because it's about to hit me for a 5, so kill it now. Or, you know, you can regional governor and name a certain card, stuff like that. Like in this instance. All right, I'm going to Viper Probe Droid into Sabine Wren to finish her off. We'll trade. There comes the A-Wing. Let's go. All right, let's pay 3 for resupply. All right, I'll pass. Fetchin, what's been one of the new decks you've been playing lately that you've enjoyed? I'm glad you're playing a lot, though. I mean, that's the best thing you can do. You play a lot, you'll learn a lot, and just investing that time. All right, we drew Super Laser Blast and Relentless. Relentless is super important against this type of deck. So I think I'm going to drop Cell Block Guard, since I don't want to see those force throws. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to hopefully Super Laser Tech this turn into something and get up to 6. Yeah, and I really want him to... He's probably going to save those force throws, which is going to be unfortunate. All right, I take 3. One, put out a unit. Let's pay 2 to entrench the Green Squadron A-Wing. Fetchin', 2 games I lost Thursday was so embarrassing because I lost track of how much HP my base had. Oops, happens. You know, you can always get in the heat of it all. And then did double Red Sabine, which I liked, but I think aggro isn't my style. Double Red Sabine's good, but it's also good to understand like where your strengths are, right? So if you're not feeling that aggro aggressive, then you probably want to try mid range and control. And Thursday you played Chirrut, and I think he seems like a fun deck. Yeah, I mean it's giving me a run for my money for sure. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ECL. ECL for 3 for Super Laser Tech. And then we'll swing into Kanan. So he'll die, and he'll come into the resource pile. All right, so I am 2 up on this Chirrut red deck, and that's really what I want to be. I don't want to keep trying to go toe-to-toe with him. Okay. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. He's going to want to Chirrut me. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and Iden. And I'll take the shield, but I'm going to go ahead and just swing into Kanan. I'm going to lose the shield. Heal 1. Yep. And heal 1 after the reaction trigger. And then I will pass. Draw 2. Viper Probe Droid, Inferno 4. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resources. We're dropping 1 right now. We're going to drop the Probe Droid. I don't care about what's in his hand. I'm sure there's still 2 force throws he's saving. All right. Can you, Fetching, can you explain what is happening with Entrenched right now? Entrenched is on the Green Squadron A-Wing. So that is what is happening at this point. I really should just keep my box of cards right next to me so I can just pull an A-Wing out. But it is a few feet behind me. But it is just that. You can see the A-Wing has a +3/+3 counter on it. I guess it can be hard to see that counter. All right. Iden is dead. So she dies. No initiative. We're at 7. We're going to pay 2. Pay 2 for Inferno 4. I'll look at the top 2 cards of my deck. We got Avenger and Relentless. We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what do we want to keep? I'm going to go ahead and put Avenger on the bottom. We'll get to that when we get to it. Keep Relentless on top just in case. Okay, I'll take initiative. Chirrut's out. That's right, Fetchin. You can play Entrenched on an opponent's card. I did not know this until the game actually came out. So many times just playing and playing and playing, I really thought, I never thought about that. Sure. Burn a forward dice, get the death trigger. You know, we're seeing Relentless and a takedown. Put the takedown down. Yep. Here comes that discard with the force throw. Sure. I'll discard a Relentless. Got another one in hand. All right, takes me from 2 to 5. Yes, entrenching an opponent's card I find is really good. It's one of the ways I can get around a lot of aggro decks early on. So once Leia or Sabine comes out, I try to entrench them, or like Boba. That way they can stop using their abilities. And then I just don't play any cards in that arena. The goal with entrenching like most of those units early on is essentially like pivot to a different arena or just stall until you can get that super laser blast. And you prevent a lot of damage. I drew Inferno 4 and Relentless. We're going to go ahead and drop Inferno 4. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, what's that? So, he's not playing any resources. Yep, it can definitely save your base HP, especially when you do it to Sabine. You slow her down, and then she's no longer pinging you. I like it better than takedowning Sabine because then she's not sitting there hitting me for 1 every turn, and it's just like you're out of it. And same thing with like a Vader. Vader comes out and trench him, and just like, hey, just sit there, Vader, and I'm just gonna play some ships. Right? That's super fun. We are at 8. All right, let's blast for 8. Eat some units. The trench is out. Let's go. We got the reminder count on Iden to heal 1. We'll go to 4. Not in a good spot if he hits me with that second force throw, but it's possible he got rid of 1. Let's see what he does. Damn it. There it is. There's the force throw. Got my Relentless. I'll heal 1, go down to 4. All right, I was really hoping he didn't hold on to that Relentless. Fetching, amazing, learn new things about the game every day, right? Yeah, I mean, here we are, like, still a while away. K2SO's out. Yep, I'll just take initiative. Oh, it was funny. Team Grizzly, it was funny in my house yesterday. I got butthurt over Force Lightning doing nothing to Entrenched. I was so mad. Yep, it won't do anything. Restock and Vigilance. All right, well, I know what I'm doing. Probably going to heal. Heal, heal, heal. We're at 8 resources. We're going to hold. I'm going to stay at 8. Okay. So I got that ramp. And again, it just kind of feels like Chirrut Red is difficult for Iden Green here. At least this build. A little bit more of that control build. All right. Starts off with Vigilance. I'm going to go ahead and make you discard 6 cards off the top of your deck, and I'll just heal back down to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, love seeing that Fang Fighter in there. Ugh, Fang Fighter just wrecks my day with that Entrenched. Force is with me. All right, there's 6 coming my way. I would love it entrenched right now, guys. Love it entrenched on K2SO. Buys me some time. Nothing else. Yep, I'll take initiative. Paid 2. Sabine Rents. Damage is coming out. I need a super laser blast. I think there's only 1 more in the deck because I think we already resourced 1 of them somewhere down there. Draw 2. Cargo Juggernaut and Vader. We're about to use some Vadering. Okay, I'm going to stay at 8. Vader has to kill something. He cannot kill K2SO, so we're going to kill Sabine Wren. And he looks like we're ready to go, so let's go ahead and go Vader for 7. Let's use the top 10 ability first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All he sees is Fear and Dead Man. All right. We got, what do we have? We have Super Laser Tech, and that's it. Super Laser Techs. Okay, so Laser Tech comes out. Give a good shuffle here. Team Grizzly can't decide to have 3 Emperor Palpatines or just have 2 so I can have 1 restock. You know my opinion on restock. Always play it. That's not my hand. That's just that. Okay. Ambush ability on Sabine Wren to take her out. I love restock, but I'm also playing a 51 card deck, so you can always try that, Team Grizzly. If you're just like, I don't know. Now, for me, my 51 card, my 51st card is just traitorous. That is what I do. So, big fan of that 51. Big fan of traitorous. Would love to steal one of those Sabines, but hasn't happened. Would love to steal like a upgraded Yoda, and out comes Luke Skywalker. Give Vader that -6, -6. All right, I'll heal 1 using Iden's ability to go back down to 6. All right, that takes me from 6 to 12, and I'll take initiative. It passes. I drew takedown, empower the dark side. Okay, none of them kill anyone in here. Takedown can Super Laser Tech could get us there against Luke, so maybe that's what I'll try, and then we hope for a power of the dark side. Not much else we can do there. I guess I could power the dark side now and maybe kill Luke. And if we deal 2 damage with the tech, we'll be all right. So maybe I'll try that. We'll do power the dark side first. All right, and we're both at 8. Do you need a restock if you have Emperor's Legion? Depends on. I mean, for you, Team Grizzly, what do you when you think about restock? What are the cards you really want to put back in your deck, and how quickly are you going to be able to get to them? Right. Power of the dark side. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards in hand. Just checking my cards in hand, see if that K2SO is worth his time. Okay, Luke is dead. I'll take that. I'll take the dead Luke. He'd rather swing for 6 on me and then let me kill K2SO and then let me do the other 3, which is 9 total, right? All right, takes me from 12 to 18. I'll swing in with Super Laser Tech into K2SO for 2 damage. Super Laser Tech comes into my resource source pile untapped. Puts me at 9, so I have 6 resources available. Let's see here. Just messing around with some resources, doing the resource math. 7 redemption? Luke. Got it. No triggers there. That's fine. Luke hits for 6. I'm at 18. I can heal 1. I'll take 3. This is not a good move here. I'll take initiative. He puts me in a corner. I can't kill both units. I can kill 1. He takes initiative. If I kill 1, he drops me from, or he raises me from 18 to 21, and I'm dead. So I'm hoping for a Super Laser Blast. I got a Relentless. And Entrenched. All right, he has me, but I'll walk you guys through my only options here. So Cargo Juggernaut, Takedown, Relentless, and Entrench. My only option is Entrench. So unfortunately, that is my only option. All right, we'll go ahead and entrench Luke Skywalker. Now, I could take down. I could still take down K2SO, but he has to do something else. Nope, not going to happen. He has forces with me. All right, takes me from 18 to 26. Ding, ding. Oh, crossbone action there. Got me. Oof. All right. How you feeling? You still want to keep running Chirrut? Yeah, go ahead and pull out that Cassian. I don't play a lot of Cassians. Let's try that. Ooh, man, what a hit. What a hit. The Chirrut Red, it definitely gives me some trouble here. It just has a lot of powerful units, and I feel like even with the ramp, I just feel like I'm going so slow. And I don't know if it's just because the units can get pretty wide and dangerous with low cost units getting upgrades or even just playing forces with me. But like, you know, putting something on restored ARC, R2D2, stuff like that really makes some things difficult. Um, so I don't know. I don't know, but it's definitely one of the things I got to play against a bit. It may not always be in the top meta, but those kind of decks can really mess with you depending on where you end up in your games, right? Like I definitely wasn't thinking I was going to see a lot of blue, white, red at this 1K tournament, but there they were. So I needed to figure out how to deal with it, and I was just learning everything on the fly. So and that happens. That happens. So you never know what people are going to bring. You can plan for a lot of stuff, but there's always going to be stuff that's just kind of like out of nowhere. You're just like, wow, I definitely didn't expect playing that. I remember one time in Star Wars LCG at Gen Con when I was there, a lot of it was during a period of time where like there was only one type of deck you run for light side because it was so good. And the Star Wars LCG by Fantasy Flight, you had to have a light side deck and a dark side deck, very similar to other Star Wars games in the past. But you had to have one or the other. You had to have both, sorry. And the meta at the time was so good that well, missing a cargo juggernaut and grabbed an entrenched. Met at the time had the light side deck so good that everyone played the same cards. Like it was just the same 50 cards, no matter what. And that was mostly just because of how the game was built. You essentially had bases, and your bases came with 6 cards apiece, and you could run. You would have multiple bases in play. So because it was a living card game, you always knew what you were going to get. But your deck building was pick 10 bases, and you have to take the cards associated with those bases. So you would take the 6 cards every time. And every light side deck was the same 10 bases because they were just too good. They were just always good. And yeah, so we showed up. Pretty much everyone had the same light side deck, and everyone just had a variety of dark side decks. And I just remember thinking, like, okay, okay. And every time I'd finish a round, I'd just kind of walk around, and there's like 50 or I don't know. There were more than 50 people there, definitely 100. So I think I made top 26, 28, something like that. What am I missing? Oh, it's in here. There it is. So someone there was just running like speeders. They were running like a whole Hoth package of light side. I'm like, what? And it gave some people a run for its money. Like it didn't go very far, but it gave some people a run for its money because they just weren't ready for it. And that's kind of why I'm saying like it's good to practice, get some stuff that's non-meta from time to time, but not necessarily something you need to be doing like all the time. It's good to practice against the actual meta because you do want to get better. 2 cards there and there. That's it. My sideboard out. Get this back in. Well, let's try some Cassian. Let's try our matchups against Cassian Yellow. Cassian Yellow here. I feel like Blair switched his whole playmat while I was talking. Very possible. Get a good shuffle in. I think after this we're going to try that blue again, that Iden Blue against Cassian, because I just want to see how it does. Again, definitely messing around with it. There may be some overhaul changes to Iden Green. I may try to play a little bit more into that mid-range that I'm missing, just to give myself some more support. If I go that direction, it has to do with playing more like Death Troopers. Like it would be Death Troopers, Gideon Husk, and probably overwhelming barrages to try to stay and play a little bit longer. But that means sacrificing a little bit of that late game. So we'd probably... Ooh, do we drop the vigilances? I mean, that's a big deal. We can keep the vigilances in the sideboard and pivot when you know you can, when you know it's the better choice. But we'll see. We'll see. That gives us a little bit of room. You could drop maybe the Devastators. You keep the Avenger if I go that route. So I'm already thinking about 2, 5, probably Cargo Truck or not, maybe. Probably the Traitorous. Some options there I could get rid of pretty easily. So, like, make some trades. But we'll make those trades as we go. We have a month and a half until the 5K in Washington State. So there's plenty of events before that. We have store showdowns. There's talk about another 1K in Portland next month. There's talks about another big event here in the Portland area for fun. And there's plenty of weeklies in my area. So definitely getting the games in is going to be important for me. Tracking a lot of stuff. Again, had a lot of fun at the 1K, but 18th isn't going to be where I want to sit at a 5K at all. So I want to do better for sure. I want to keep doing better. I really want to make that top 10 next time, and that's my goal. So if we're going to make some changes, we're going to make some changes. I can still have fun. I can still play what I want to play, but my goal is to do better than what I'm doing. So let's get there. Let's get there. And a lot of that's just playing games, playing variety of decks, understanding lines, and it makes you a better player for once set 2 comes out, because you'll know what all these cards do, right? So, all right, let's roll. See who goes first. I got 8. Is a 5 and something else. We'll find out. 8. I got a 6. All right, he got an 8. He gets to go first. Initiative is with him. This is not with me. Let's go. Legion, Blast, Inferno 4, Relentless, Resupply, Takedown. Okay. We're going to drop Relentless. And do I take that Blast? I'm going to drop the Blast right now. Relentless and Blast will drop. Inferno 4 I like seeing. Takedown I like seeing. Resupply I like seeing. So we'll keep. I'll keep as well. Okay. I'll pay 2 for Inferno 4. And I'll look at the top 2 cards of my deck. I'll leave them both on top. Okay. I'll take initiative. Alright, don't like seeing Leia and Spec Force Soldier. Cassian has to do 3 damage and pay 1 in order to draw a card. What I don't want him to do is to be drawing cards. So we're going to go ahead and... what are we going to drop here? I really want to resupply this turn, so we're going to drop the Consortium Star Viper, and if less we feel the need to power the dark side, we'll just resupply. So let's go ahead and swing for 2 on your base with Inferno 4. Get that damage going. Dig this mat. We got Death Star 2. You got a sort of watery planet. It doesn't look very Endory, but love it. Death Star 2 under construction there. Oof, surprise strike. Got me for 5. Let's move faster then. Resupply? I'll take 2, and I'll go to 7, and I'll take initiative. So he's held down to that 1 resource so he can draw a card. There it is. He draws a card. He's get that card advantage. It's good. Resource advantage versus card advantage right now. Let's see. Card advantage makes a lot. Just makes a lot of things happen. That's for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. About to be at 5. We're going to drop this Relentless we drew. We have Vigilance, Takedown, Vader, and Power of the Dark Side in our hand. So a couple of options. Both these cards hit for 2. I'm worried about another surprise strike. We got to play either Takedown or Power of the Dark Side. Power of the Dark Side can kill either. Takedown can kill either. So we're going to use Takedown because we may need Power of the Dark Side for a single unit later. For a different moment. Ugh. Or just play 3. Yeah. Well, I'll just do Power. Power of the Dark Side for 3. With that reminder counter on Iden. Okay. I'll heal 1 off using Iden Versio's ability to go back down to 6. I'll take 2. And then I'll take initiative. Okay. All right, Lethal Insurgent says I have to draw a card, and I'm going to discard 1 at random. Let's do this. So. All right, which card would you like me to get rid of? All right, Vader's out. I think they're using the dice for that worked out really well. I'm not sure why I didn't swing with Inferno 4, but sometimes you just get tunnel vision on the next step. We drew Search Your Feelings and Viper Probe Droid. We will be putting down the Probe Droid. Hold on to that Search Your Feelings there. We can kill any of the units in play. We're going to kill Greedo with Vigilance, and then we'll heal 5. Right, looks like he's ready. All right, I'll pay 6 for Vigilance. I will defeat Greedo, and I'll heal my base for 5. Reminder counter on Iden. She's at 3. No reason to do the Greedo trigger. Yep. Poof. Spark of Rebellion. Look at the top cards in my hand, And Search Your Feelings gets discarded by Spark of Rebellion. Good job there. Iden's ability, heal 1. Go down to 2. I'll go from 2 to 5. I'll deploy Iden. She comes into play with the shield. He's probably going to pay 1, draw a card. Yep. I'll swing on Leia. I'll lose the shield, and she'll die, and I'll heal 1. Go down to 6. Yes, yeah, attacking Leia. Yep. Let's clear this board. I think Cassian comes out on turn 6. I believe Cassian's a 6. Yeah, Siggy, but I did just get the heal from the Iden killing. I got 2 heal triggers, so I should be at 6 now. Swing for Inferno 4 into the base for 2. I'll pass. Siggy, you're always trying to give me more health than I deserve. We'll see. The only reason I'm not going back to kind of check it is just because it's like, it doesn't matter a whole lot. I mean, it kind of does in practice, but I don't know if that would be correct. It could be. I drew another Inferno 4, so I'll put that down. Got Inferno 4, take down, and Steadfast Battalion. I don't have the initiative, but I do have Steadfast Battalion, so if Iden Versio doesn't die, we'll Steadfast Battalion in. Come on, Cassian. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. There it is. There it is. All right. 4, 5, 4, 6. Okay. It's a 4, 6, correct? Okay. All right. ECL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ECL for 5 for Steadfast Battalion. Ambush. Attacking Cassian. Get the +2 trigger and hit Cassian for 7. And then 1 will go over from the Overwhelm. Cassian deals 5 back. Is that correct? 4 back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iden reaction trigger gets me back down to 5. Okay. Greedo swings into the battalion to kill it. This card's a card. Okay. Iden reaction trigger from Greedo death go down to 4. Swing on Lothal Insurgent. So much damage. 3 on here. Reaction trigger on Iden brings me down to 3. Two cards left in hand. 2 resources left. We have Inferno 4 and Takedown. He's going to take the initiative. Swing for 2 on your base. Hold on to Inferno 4. And then I'll pass. Traitorous and Vanquish. All right. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go ahead and drop that other Inferno 4. I think we're in a better spot against this Cassian deck. Iden's almost dead. Inferno's been in there. I should have hit it, done 2 more damage earlier, so we'd be at 9. But it does feel like the way I play this Iden control deck is slower than I'd like. Wolf's out. Is it enemy bases or all bases? Oh, man. Swing for 4 on your base. on your base. 4 4 on base. I thought about tradersing the wolf and taking it, but because its ability says it's all bases can't be healed, I don't really want to be swinging with it and messing up my healing math. I'm going to need that. So, here comes Leia. Saucy Infernal 4 seems good. Let's go ahead and... Do I want to traders anything? Take down anything? I guess I can take down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay 4 to take down Wolf. No death triggers for us. We have 4 remaining. Just going to take the initiative unless you play something. Epic action. Oh, I already did the epic action. Just a reminder. Got it. Okay. I'll pass. Draw 2. Viper Probe Droid. Super Laser Tech. I don't need any of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'll probably drop the tech. Puts us at 9. That's a good spot. We'll have the Viper Probe Droid we can drop. It hits for 3, so nothing too terrible there. No resources on his end, so he is at 7. I am at 9. Let's see what happens here. Okay. They trade. Iden's ability triggers. I go down to 2. Swing for 2 on your base with the Inferno 4. Man, I may make some big changes. Take a different version of Iden Green to a casual event, I think is what's going to happen. Got the A-Wing out. Let's have some fun. I will Traitorous the A-Wing. Now I got my own A-Wing. How we feel about that? These slow ground space units that I'm using here. Oh, wow. Great. You have reasoned with your pilot. He's back in. The double cross. We just had the classic triple cross. Just, oh, he's a traitor. Oh, he's not. Viper Probe Droid. Let's see that hand. What else are you hiding? Waylay and Spec Force Soldier. Okay. Waylay and Spec Force. All right. I'll take initiative. We draw Restock and Relentless. We are at 9. I'm going to hold at 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 9. But I'm going to stay at 9 resources. 9 versus 7 resources. 2 damage on my base. 13 damage on his. A little slow going. Cassian just loses that momentum early on. The draw is good, but we didn't let Cassian hit us one bit. Let's make him work for it. Oh, you know, he has that Waylay. Doesn't matter. Waylay's not going to do anything because Relentless. He can waste it. That's fine. I'll pay 9 for the Relentless. First event you play, he loses all abilities every round. Yep, changes his math there. I'll go from 2 to 5. Swing on the Spec Force Soldier with the Viper Probe Droid. They'll trade. Minor counter on Iden, so we can get down to 4 here. Ooh. Inferno 4 dies. Death trigger. Look at the top 2 cards. I'll leave them both on top. I'll take initiative. Let's see. Okay, not too bad there. K2SO's out. Draw a card. The draw a card's going to catch up with me, that's for sure. Where's my vigilance? Where is my vigilance? Untap. Well, technically we draw. There's that resupply I saw coming and the takedown I saw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Team Grizzly told my daughter we need to get top 8 at Showdown. Otherwise, mother will make us do dishes for a month. Hey, you got to find ways to motivate, right? Like, it's a grind. It is a grind of playing and playing and playing. And I don't know if I could have done it as a kid. Finding, I definitely tried a lot as a kid to play a lot of card games. And, but yeah, I mean, if there's some motivational there, that works for them, do it. Maybe it's more negative motivation, but, I think it's always fun. I imagine your daughter's face was like, what? No, can't happen. Let's see. What is my options here? We got K2SO. He's going to hit us for 4. He's going to be able to draw a card this turn. I can take out one of those units. I can vanquish K2SO now or take down. That's probably what I'm going to do. Is probably going to take down K2SO. Let's do 4 here. Get that going. Take down on K2SO. I'll discard the resupply. Okay. Relentless counters the first waylay you play. I will swing on your base for 8 with the Relentless. Again, a lot of people forget about Relentless. I literally had someone play Relentless against me at the Portland 1K. Next turn or game, I played a Relentless, and he tried to play an event 3 times in 3 different rounds, forgetting what Relentless does. And I'm like, you just played this on me. I'll heal 1 using Iden's ability, go down to 4. I mean, it's 21. I guess I can, I need 2 damage, but I don't have 2 damage. All right, takes me from 4 to 7. I'm just going to go ahead and take the initiative. Takes me from 7 to 10. Ooh, Pirate Starfighter bouncing a card to his hand. Not bad, not bad. Bounce the one with the damage on it. And draws another card. All right, we got him on turn 2 clock. Turn 2 clock. We're at 9 resources. Search Your Feelings, Restock, and Steadfast Battalion in hand. We've already used our epic action. We've used both epic actions of our units and base. Steadfast Battalion can come out. Search Your Feelings can come out. But first thing we're going to do is swing for 8 on this base and put him at 29. That is the plan. All right, no resource. I'll swing for 8 on the base. Team Grizzly, when is your top 8 showdown? We only have, I think, 1 scheduled in our area, and I think it's in... Is it next week? Maybe it's next week. That'd be pretty casual, though. The showdown that they're having is like only a best of 1, so be fast. I'll probably won't play Iden. I'll play something fun and casual. I would love a Mace promo, but, you know, not hunting for it, not hunting for it. Wouldn't keep it if I got it. But it'd be cool to get it. What do I want? I'll pay 5 for Steadfast Battalion. Needs an answer. Needs an answer to do with 2 units on the board. And then if he's already paid for the K2SO, he doesn't have. I mean, he doesn't have enough resources, I would say, for 2 events. He needs like 2 2-cost events, and 2 2-cost events are going to deal with the units on board. Go from 10 to 13. I'll take initiative. Let's see what he has. Let's see what he does here. Draws the card with 1, 3 resources remaining. Still can't play an event. I think the Relentless just shuts him down. Yep, that's it. That's it. All right. That was game 1 against Cassian? Okay. Makes sense. Do you want to run that back, or do you want me to switch to a different deck? Okay. Run that back. Do I sideboard anything against Cassian yellow? Relentless is going to be key with the amount of tricks yellow's going to have. I don't really want to see certain things like that, like the Waylay kept giving me trouble with certain big cards like Avenger or Devastator. We definitely want the ramp. I think what we're going to do is healing wasn't a big deal. Making openings are probably going to go in the deck because a lot of these units have less than 2 HP, 2 HP or less. So 3 making openings will go into play. And then we have Traitorous. I do like stealing, so we're going to do that. And we may or may not play another Avenger. So 4 cards. We're looking at 4 cards to go into play now. What am I going to put in? Take out is the next question. So Entrenched seems good. Star Vipers are all right. There's a lot of interesting kind of like trade mechanics, and he goes wide in both arenas. Let's drop. Devastator can be good towards the end there. We want to add 4 cards. We want to take out 4 cards. Those 4 cards will be. Man, I don't want him to be drawing cards too quickly. Devastator's going to drop out. That's 2. I think keeping the Relentlesses are solid. I need to drop 2 more cards. It's probably just going to be maybe a 1 of something and a 1 of something else. Battalions were good. Battalions definitely gave me what I needed early on. I'm going to drop the 2 cell block guards. We're going to go with that. I'm going to drop the 2 early cell block guards. Early game, I'd rather see more ramp or removal, just to get it out of the way. So those guys will go out. That's 4 cards in. We'll try this and see what we're going to do here. So remove these cards, or these. Move these tokens. Shuffle it up. See what we can do here. So far, no more power outages this morning, so that's great. Love that today is like 2 streams. Which I do think if there's time, we'll switch to a, again, try Iden Blue against this Cassian just for fun. Since we got that all built up. But I'm definitely having fun. And again, the more I play Cassian, the more lines of play I see. I am really glad, though, that I have played a lot of decks in the first set. I think that, again, as I was saying earlier, that's really important to make sure you're playing other stuff so you can see how it plays, what it does. I've been making sure to build more decks that I have like in front of me right now. They're a little bit odd, but they're also very similar to the main builds. Like I have Boba Yellow made, I have Sabine Yellow for some practicing, because I think those kind of things are important. So I try to practice with a variety of people who are going to have some different deck ideas and mix some stuff up. If you always practice with the same person, that's never bad, but you want to make sure that they're trying different styles of play. Because sometimes, like if you play against someone, let's say they play Boba Green all the time, they may not mix up how they play Boba and kind of find themselves playing it like autonomously, of just being like, yeah, you do this, kind of going through the motions. And then you play a different Boba Green player who plays the exact same deck, but does things a little bit differently, like waits another turn to play a certain card or plays one card earlier than expected, things like that. And you never want to be too surprised. So it's always good to encourage your playmates to try different things with their deck without necessarily altering the deck, to kind of give you a good feel of like, you know, can you play against a different people who may be using their deck in a different way. So because a lot of times playing these games is playing against the person. There's a big reason why a lot of Magic players and are poker players and vice versa, especially when it was more of like heavier tournament scenes. Not just because they could make money doing both, but also just because there were a lot of very similar play styles and ways of playing and ways of reading people in it, and very very common that I've seen that. So. All right, got that good shuffle in. He's going to go first. Draw my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we got? Make an opening. Traitorous Avenger. Resupply. Make an opening. Okay, I'll keep. We're going to drop Avenger and make an opening. Yep. I'll keep as well. Let's drop this. All right. No turn 1 drop. That's okay. You know what? I'm actually going to switch out Viper for that other make an opening, because we're probably going to resupply next turn. On turn 2 we resupply. On turn 3 we have 4 resources, and I'll have make an opening. We may have something else to play, but make an opening will at least heal my base from any damage I took previously on that second turn, and it'll kill another unit. So we'll do that. So I should be able to heal about 3 by the time we're on turn 3. So I'll take it. Leia comes in, ready a resource. I'll take initiative. And this is why I put those making openings in. Look, I can kill both of those units. Like, I'm going to take some damage, but that's all right. That's all right. I'll kill them. I'll kill them in my own way. Darth Vader and Reinforcements Walker. I almost said Darth Jesus. I was like, Darth Jesus over here. He looks nothing like Jesus. I don't know. Maybe Jesus had black body armor. Let's see here. Do I lose the Reinforcement Walker? I want that health, but and I love that it's a heavy hitter. Yes, we'll drop the Reinforcement Walker. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of damage here. That's all right. Resupply. Let's see what he hits us with. He's gonna hit me. He's gonna draw a card. It's gonna be wild. Leia hits us for 2. I'll take initiative. I'll take 2 more. I'm at 4. Gonna draw a card. He has nothing else to play. Oh, Falcon. Oh, that's brutal. I'm gonna steal that though. All right, takes me from 4 to 7. 1, 2. Viper Probe Droid, Inferno 4. We're going to drop that Probe Droid. Go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we hang on to that Traitors? We sure did. Traitors to Falcon. I'll take it. In so many ways, I'll take it. Yeah, keep it in play. That's what I'm waiting for. Keep it in play. Lose a resource, keep it in play. All right. There's a 5. Traitors Falcon. And hope he doesn't have that Mandalorian Fang Fighter, right? Now, what does he do? Waylays on Fang Fighter? Okay, surprise strike for 5. Takes me from 7 to 12. Make sure I exhaust there. Swing for 3 on your base with Falcon. I'll go to 14. I'll take initiative. Let's draw 2 and decide if we're going to keep Falcon in play or not. We drew Super Laser Tech and Vigilance. I think we're going to go ahead and drop Inferno 4 here. Keep the tech in case we want that ramp. So we're at 6. We have 2 making openings. That's correct. I got to choose to pay 1 or it goes back to you. I don't mind it going back to him. I'll have a couple of answers, but not many. Let's pay. I just want to do more things, and I don't think I'll be able to. I'll pay the 1. I will go ahead and pay 3 for make an opening. Let's give Leia -2, -2. I'm going to heal 2 damage, go back down to 12, and put a reminder counter on Iden. I'll take 2. Iden trigger, heal 1, go down to 13. Sneak attack. Okay. So puts a unit into play to cost 3 less. Out comes K2SO. Gross, 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 gross. Okay. Swing for a 3 on your base with Falcon. Four takes me from 13 to 17. I'll go ahead and deploy Iden, which comes into play with a shield. No initiative. Oh, he's going to draw the card. Yep. That makes sense. I'll swing on the Spec Force Soldier. I'll lose the shield and heal 1 as a reaction ability from Iden. Let's go back down to 16. I'll pass. All right, I take 3, taking me up to 19. Iden's ability triggers. I'll go back down to 18. 1, 2, restock Invader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna go ahead and put the restock in. I'm not going to need that. We'll put the restock in, giving us 7, and we'll go ahead and pay to keep the Falcon in play. So we're at 6. We have Vigilance, and we have Make an Opening. We're probably just going to use Vigilance. I am, so I'm at 7 resources. 1 is exhausted. Let's see what he puts into play now. Probably going to swing with Iden first. Waylay on the Falcon. The phrase is "your home." That's the phrase. Let's go ahead and swing for 4. Get up there. I was hoping to get some more damage. Not going to happen though. That's all right. That's all right. What are you going to do, Falcon? Okay, no problem there. I'll pay 3 for Make an Opening on the Falcon to give it -2 for the face. And I'll heal 2. Go back down to 16. I'll take initiative. He has no resources. He cannot draw a card. He can deploy Cassian. Yep. Cassian could kill Iden, but he's probably just going to swing on my base to get me to 21. Ooh. All right, Iden dies. Draw 2 cards before I untap my resources. Vigilant, Steadfast Battalion. Steadfast Battalion's a turn too late. 6. Let's drop. I'll do that. We can kill Cassian this turn and heal 5. That's more than likely what we're about to do. Yep. All right, 8 resources. I'm going to go ahead and use 6 of them for Vigilance, and I'll heal 5 and kill Cassian since he has 3 or less remaining HP. Put that reminder trigger on Iden. I'm down to 12. 10 to 12. 10 to 12. Takes me from 12 to 15. I'll use Iden's ability to drop down from 15 to 14. He has 6 cards left to play. I'm hoping a lot of them are events, maybe like some waylays. Well, sneak attack. So he gets to put in a unit that into play that costs 3 less. It's readies. And he just has to lose it. Okay. Starfighter comes into play, bounces Falcon back to his hand. So now he can swing for 2 and put the Falcon out and swing for another 3 more, doing a total of 5 damage. That's great. Yeah, I'll just take initiative. And Garrido. Wow, nice. Takes me from 14 to 17. Takes me from 17 to 20. Okay. So yeah, some damage on the board. I can kill one of them. I can heal with vigilance. Or I can just wipe the board now. We're at 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Pays the 1 for the Falcon. Blast eliminates both options. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 because that gives us not. We can't play 2 cards. Let's go. I'll blast for 8. That reminder trigger on Iden there. So we have the heal. We took out 2 units. Here comes red 3. I'll take initiative. I don't want a surprise strike on that red 3 is death for us, so we don't do the heal. We stay at 20. Draw 2 cards. Star Viper, Reinforcement Walker. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cards that are hopefully going to stabilize me. But this game goes long. Another reason to learn how to play it faster. I won't play a resource. I'll stay at 9. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 9 resources to play Vigilance. I'll heal 5 and defeat red 3. Oh, defeat red 3. Go back down to 15. Reminder counter on Iden. I'll pay 3 for Consortium Star Viper. I'll take initiative. Waylaid the Viper. That's 2 health I'm not going to get next turn. What do I draw? Entrenched. Probe Droid. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go. Probe Droid? Probe Droid. I'll play 1 and go to 10. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reminder counter's gone. I don't mind using the walker to heal right now. That wouldn't be bad. We also still have this ambush ability. Sure, let's go Vader. I'll pay 7 for Vader. I'll do the top 10 cards first. Top 10 cards. We're looking for a villainy unit that are cost 3 or less, and we only got 1. You put up to cost 3, so if I had like a bunch of 1-drop villainy units, that'd be great, but all I have is this 2-drop. Inferno 4. Do the Inferno 4 trigger. Top 2 cards, Avenger and Viper. Sure, leave them both on top. Leave both cards on top. Continue with ambush trigger on Vader. Swing into Greedo for 5. Vader takes 3. Okay. Binder counter on Iden. Okay. See what happens now. I have an entrenched to deal with that falcon if I see something like that. Okay. Let's see what he surprise strikes. Oh. Alright, puts me at 21. 4 remaining. I'll take initiative. Really puts me in this range of surprise strikes can do a lot of damage. It's difficult. Very, very tough. Very tough. And he could be bluffing. Bluffing's a big part of this game. I think it was... I can't remember which player it was. I think it was maybe a blue Vader player I had, or it was the Sabine green player where I bluffed. Oh, this waylay's back in my hand. But I was bluffing with him the whole time, thinking I had entrenched. So I kept keeping 2 open to keep him from putting out his Sabine. And I must have did that for 3 turns. It was awesome. Like, he was just hesitant about it the whole time. It was great. I told him at the end, like, hey, you know, I deliberately left that open. And he was like, oh, like you had me. And I was like, yeah, I bluffed you for 3 turns and prevented like 9 damage. Let's draw 2 cards here. Let's see. Fenton, I wish they'd make more tokens. I'm with you. I'd love more tokens. All right. Got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to keep this entrenched out. We're going to drop a Vader. All right. All right. I will put 1 out, so I have 11. I'm going to use 9 of it for the Avenger. You sack a unit. Let's slow him down. Again, we have entrenched if that Falcon comes out, or if there's a crazy sneak attack. So I think we've seen 2 sneak attacks, 2 surprise strikes. Holding it together here. The game's just going longer than I'd like. Green Squadron A-Wing. Okay, okay. I'll heal 1 using the Iden ability. Go down to 20. Takes initiative using Entrenched on Inferno 4, swing into the A-Wing. If he sneaks attack, I may do the same thing. He takes initiative. Okay. Entrench on the Inferno 4. Swing for 5 on the A-Wing. And then I'll pass. Important thing here is not to leave units in play. We are 1 surprise strike from death. He only needs low-cost units. He's hoping I don't get a Vigilance. I can't heal. And he now knows he doesn't want to put any space units in play, so he needs at least 2 ground units to keep it going. I'll leave my resources at 11. There's the sneak attack. You know, it's funny. We still have so much we can do. Let's play Darth Vader for 7. We'll do the ambush trigger first to take out Sabine Wren. Vader takes 2. Iden gets a reminder trigger. And I'll look at the top 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he expects the Avenger to swing for the Iden. Instead, I keep the I show him like I have the answers, and I still have 5 available. So if he plays 2 more units, I have answers. We see Probe Droid. We see Probe Droid. That's it. So, all right, show me that you have that surprise strike in your hand. Oh, heroic sacrifice. Okay, okay. Both. All right, great. Heroic sacrifice is what we don't want to see there. Okay, okay. Draft. He needs 2 turns with units. Iden's ability is going to take me down to 19. I'll swing for 8 with the Avenger on your base. One, two, three, four, five. 5 left. I'll pay 5 for Steadfast Battalion. And then I'll pass. Fetching, wishing they make more tokens. Yeah, you know, some of the tokens I really like. I'm glad I went through some third-party ones as well. As you can tell, like I use a mix. Got him. Got him. All right, you want to try that deck one more time against Iden Blue? Great. But, you know, there's some great ones out there, and, you know, people make some fun ones. I'm just throwing my tokens, apparently, on the carpet, and they'll be lost forever. I'm just kidding. There it is. It's the single one. Okay, let's switch this out. Let's go back to Iden Blue. For those of you who missed it in the previous stream, pre whatchamacallit, power outage, we did a quick one on Iden Blue, and I'm just going to bring it up again before we move on. So this is the deck that I'm trying out as well. I saw this did well this last weekend when I was out playing Iden Green. It plays very similar to what Iden Green does. You can see it's mostly late game control, a lot of removal. But look at what we're doing here. We have Spark of Rebellion, and we have the Bounty Hunter gang, crew, whatever it is, in there. So you're splashing in yellow. The benefit of this deck is I am getting to play a couple of cards earlier, like Vigilance. So getting that double blue is great. Now, someone tell me what we did with that sleeve, and it'll be great. Found it. There it is. Sleeves here. So that double blue Vigilance makes a big difference, right? Like, there's so many times, especially playing against Sabine, where I am fighting to get to 6 resources. I need 6 resources to stabilize. I can kill a unit that's on the field. I can heal 5. It's definitely what I want to do. And yeah, I really struggle with that in the blue-green matchup and the blue-green decks because Vigilance is so good. So this allows me to continue to play Vigilance. Now, this deck that, again, I could not find online on SWDB, and I didn't want to recreate it yet and with a link. So I'm just going to put the picture up here. You can tell it's everything I'm playing except for System Patrol Craft, Lieutenant Childson, Death Troopers, Spark of Rebellion, and I Am Your Father in the main. This main deck really focuses on more of that control matchups. I feel like it's good for the mid-range, it's good for the late game, because if you look at it, a lot of your sideboard cards are a little bit more early. Dooku deals with a lot of low-cost units, which is great. Make an Opening, we just saw, can deal with low-cost units, and Devotion's going to kind of keep your health in rhythm. I like the deck, I do. It's also hard there's so many times against that control matchup where Relentless makes such a big difference. And ramping to Relentless against like Boba or controls really are helpful. So really your control in this matchup in the mirror is Spark of Rebellions. And then you're playing the yellow units to just kind of keep going in to pull your events back, like Spark of Rebellion. So you're paying 6 for Spark of Rebellion here. 6 is a lot, but if the trade-off is Vigilance at 4, that's pretty good. Pretty good to me. You run 3 Search Your Feelings so you can get the search part since you're not running Vaders. So once you restock, you could restock early if you are able to play all the Vigilances. Play Search Your Feelings, shuffle that deck up, and maybe you'll see a 4th or 5th Vigilance in your game. It is fun playing Vigilance a 4th time. It's fun for the person playing it. Not sure if it's fun for the person receiving it. So, all right. Go ahead and roll. I got a 9 here. Also, I'm not going to mind that 30 health. I'm with you, Team Grizzly. Splashing that yellow is great. Let's go back to the board here. You got 9. I got 5. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got Probe Droid, Vanquish, Patrolcraft, Blast, and Dark Side. So it's a lot easier to get rid of some of your higher end cards with this type of deck because you're probably not going to be playing them, right? So we can just go ahead and do that. We're going to drop the Super Laser Blast, and let's drop the Cargo Juggernaut. So that gives us Probe Droid turn 1, Dark Side turn 2, System Patrolcraft turn 3. That's pretty good. So I'll take it. That's good tempo right there. Better tempo would be Inferno 4 first, and then a removal card turn 2, and then probably Lieutenant Childson on turn 3. Childson's great as far as a Sentinel unit, but you are giving knowledge to your opponent, so you may be mindful of how much you're giving, especially in like the blue matchup. The blue matchup is probably where he goes out, just because Vanquish is a just makes you feels silly when you know your opponent. You're just going to show your opponent all these cards, and then they show you one to kill that guy, so you just give a lot of hand advantage. All right, I'm ready. Out comes Wolf. All right, I'm going to pay 2 for Viper Probe Droid. Falcon, Waylay, K2SO. Okay, great. So we're going to see that Falcon soon, that's for sure. Let's try to brighten up this board a little bit. That's too bright. That's a little better. Okay, cool. I'll pass. Draw 2. Death Trooper, Cargo Juggernaut. Death Trooper can kill Wolf, which is great. I like seeing that. Vanquish, Power of the Dark Side. Yeah, it's going to be the Juggernaut. Don't really want to give up Patrol Craft right now. I like the Sentinel ability. Death Trooper will come in, damage himself, kill Wolf. See if Wolf hits us with that surprise strike. Oh, only 3, but no healing for me this turn. All right, Death Trooper. I'll go ahead and deal 2 damage to the Trooper and 2 damage to Wolf. I do love the way Death Troopers look. It's nice to be playing them again. They don't do a whole lot. How important is Red 3 in Sabine deck? That's a great question, Team Grizzly. You know, so there are 3 ways of thought there. When you look at cards that are 3 cost, that are upgrading your units. Oh, Falcon comes into play. Let me do this. Swing for 3 on Probe Droid on your base. So Wing Leader gives you a permanent buff on 1 unit, right? It gives you +2 counters there. We're going to take 3 from the Falcon, take a 6. Take initiative. Fleet Lieutenant gives your unit +2 just for the turn. So it's never as good. Red 3 sits in between because Red 3 gives you a static ability. Static meaning it's always active while it's in play. And that ability is raid +1 to all of your units, right? So that's pretty good once you go wide. It's one of those, I'm like, is Red 3 really the perfect card to play if you have Wing Leader in your hand? No. But does Red 3 make a big difference when you get to like turn 5 and you have 3 units? Yeah, you know. So I think it's one you can play around with if you're not liking so much on the aggro build. I've seen people not play Red 3 and sacrifice it for like Fighters for Freedom. So maybe that's it. But I think you definitely want to make sure you're running at least Wing Leader and either Fleet Lieutenant or Red 3 to get those damages. Okay, we got to put a card down. We drew another Death Trooper and a Power of the Dark Side. Let's drop Death Trooper. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ready this. All right. Power of the Dark Side. It's the nice part about that Falcon is I'll pay 1 and I get the benefit. So he only has 3 resources, so it's like you put someone on turn back when that happens. Nice part about going first. About to do 6 damage. Ooh, sneak attack. K2SO. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to kill K2SO. We'll take the damage. I'll swing for 3 on your base with Death Trooper. K2SO for 3 is just great. And he dies, so just do the same thing you wanted him to do. Ooh. Hits me with that Overwhelm for 2 more. I'll use Iden's ability, heal 1, and go down to 7. See, I want to see if this feels slower or if the tempo feels a little better. I'll pass. K2SO dies. Takes me from 7 to 10. Just drew I'm Your Father in System Patrol Craft. What are we going to drop? Probably 1 System Patrol Craft. Put 1 out here. We got the I Am Your Father for some options. We're at 5 resources. I love ramping, but I can't. I can't. Just want to. I think with Team Grizzly, again, without the Red 3 discussion, if you're going wide, like going with a lot more units than using like Guerrilla Attack Pod or, you know, I don't know, really just kind of like Guerrilla Attack Pod as a late game, then you may want to just drop the Red 3. Okay, there it is. Wolf is in play. I'll swing for 3 on your base. Let's get that damage. Let's keep the damage going here. We have answers for Wolf, no problem. Let's see what else he plays. There it is. Okay, it's going to make me draw a card. All right, 1 through 5. All right, didn't like getting rid of that. Wanted that card. Let's go. Can't play Spark yet. We'll go 3. We'll save that actually for Cassian. Let's go 5. I'll pay 5 to go ahead and Vanquish on Wolf. All right, I'll pass. Draw 2 cards. The Lieutenant and Spark Rebellion. That's 2 Spark Rebellions in my hand. I only asked because it's the only cards my daughter is missing in her Sabine deck. Oh, and she doesn't have ECL. Oh, those will make such a big difference for sure. Or again, Team Grizzly. If you're interested, just try. You could always try Sabine Red. I mean, that wrecked so many people this weekend. If your daughter wants to try that, if you have the aggressions are probably the key part there. Aggressions, and then Saw Gerrera goes in your sideboard. Really gives a run for your money against control decks. But that's a big one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to put a card down. I'm going to drop a Spark Rebellion. Okay. All right, you hit my base for 3. I go to 13. I want to deploy Iden. She'll come into play with the shield. He's probably going to draw a card. Oh, Cassian comes out. Let's do this. I pay 3 for I'm Your Father to do 7 damage to Cassian, unless you say no. All right, I get to draw 3 cards. Okay. Let's go. All right. Team Grizzly, I have those cards in my red Grand Inquisitor deck. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, it sounds like you just got to hunt down some red threes and the ECL. I think if you're not running that without the red threes, you can try if you already have Metal Ceremonies, Fleet Lieutenants, and Wing Leaders. You could always just splash in maybe General Dodonna for fun because Dodonna does the same thing. He's not a 3-drop, but at least he's a target, right? So he's going to take the target away from someone else like a regular Sabine or Sabine Wren. Let's see. How do I want to deal with this? Let's go. I'll pay 2 to entrench my Death Trooper. So he's a 6/6 with 2 damage. Death Trooper gets waylaid. I will go ahead and take the initiative. Ooh, Falcon's out. All right, you take me from 13 to 16. Draw 2 cards. Got the blast, but I don't have what I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just gonna put Falcon back in his hand. Let's go. We're gonna drop a lieutenant. Ooh, he's staying at 6. Let's see. We're at 7 now. I can draw some cards. I can Death Trooper. We can do something. What's the plan here? Let's start first with getting rid of Lothal Insurgent. So I'll pay 3 for Death Trooper. Deal 2 damage to himself to kill Cassian. I love how he moved to Cassian first. I didn't even check Cassian's health. So Cassian's dead. Thank goodness. So because I wanted to kill the insurgent. Oh man, glad that worked out that way. So because I have Child Sin or I have the Patrol Craft I'm going to put into play. That'll help me out. All right, it takes me from 16 to 19. I'll use Iden's ability to heal 1 to be down to 18. What is your plan? Okay, Light comes into play. Ready a resource. Not too bad. We got 4 resources remaining. Let's make him rethink that Falcon, shall we? I'll pay 4 for System Patrol Craft. Ooh, he responds with a very interesting of course it's very interesting. I know Falcon's in your hand. So buys me a little bit of time or forces him to deal with the Falcon. And I don't think he's playing like a okay, I'll take initiative. I don't think he's playing any open fires. Pirate? Yep, Pirate Starfighter bounces Falcon back. Now, he's paying 2 to put a unit into play, so he can avoid paying 1 later. So it's a good math. It's really good trade, honestly. So we're going to draw 2 cards. We have the Super Laser Blast in our hand. We're now at 8 resources. We just drew an Avenger. We're at 7. We got to put something down. I'm going to put the Lieutenant. All right, I'm going to go to 8. That's... swing into Lothal Insurgent with Death Trooper. Trade there. Reminder counter on Iden. Let's see if he hits me with that surprise strike. Oh, Heroic Sacrifice. The same thing. Okay. Oh, does it have Saboteur? All right, gets rid of that. I'll pay 6 for Spark of Rebellion to look at your hand. Falcon. Get rid of that Falcon. Now it just leaves Leia. All right, takes me to 20. I'm going to use Iden's ability to heal as an action and go down to 19. Now he could put a unit out, and I'm definitely going to take initiative. All right. I'll pass. 1, 2, Inferno 4, entrenched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go for that 9th card. We're gonna make it a entrenched. We no resource here. We're at 19. We have 30 health. So even if surprise strikes me, I'm safe. Not much gonna happen here. I feel like this deck, I ended up in the same position where it just feels slow, hard to get some stuff out. Having fun with it, you know. I feel a little in control, but we'll see. We'll see. It takes me from 19 to 21. Two for Inferno 4. I'll look at the top 2 cards of my deck. I'll leave them both on top. All right, no Blast, no Avenger this turn, but we have enough for a Vanquish. No, we have enough for I'm Your Father. There it is. K2SO. Dang, so we got a Vanquish. Can't do much here. I don't like that position, but that's where we're at. Pay 5. Vanquish K2SO. Takes me to 15. Or, sorry, 14. Or 24, sorry. 24. I will use Iden's ability to heal 1. Go down 23. Oh, yep, you're right. I can't do that. I'm just at 24. Double units is rough. I'll take initiative. All right, draw 2. I have the blast, so that's not a problem. The problem is a falcon and a surprise strike. I won't put anything down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I'll pay 8 for the blast. That's 8 out of 9. Leave the reminder counter on Iden. Inferno 4 Death Trigger. I'll leave both cards on top. We got Vigilance and we got Search Your Feelings. So Vigilance for 4. Yes. Search Your Feelings for 4. Great. So what am I searching for? Another Vigilance. That's what you gotta do. Ooh, red 3. What am I at? 14. I am in a surprise strike range. I'll take initiative. I gotta get out of the range. It's too deadly. It's too deadly. No, don't put out another unit. Okay, I can kill 2 units. That's fine. No, I can't kill 2 units. I can kill 1 unit with Vigilance and heal 5. So I've definitely got to kill red 3. Again, Team Grizzly, I'm talking about like makes red 3 the target. Okay, draw 2. Search Your Feelings and Vigilance. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one more. I wish I had more resources, but I can't ramp in this deck. You just can't. You just can't do it, man. I'm going to do this. 24. That's how I should do my numbers going forward. Okay, let's go. I'll pay 4 for Vigilance, and we will heal 5 and defeat red 3. Takes me down to 19. 19 feels a lot better. Now we have 2 I'm Your Fathers. We have 5 resources left. We can search our feelings or I'm Your Father. Let's see what he does now. We can also heal, so we have some actions. Ooh, Spark of Rebellion me. Gets to choose a card out of my hand to discard. 9 total, 5 readied. Yep. Well, let's see here. I'll pay 4 for Search Your Feelings. Grab that second Vigilance. Ooh, this deck is getting thin. This deck is getting thin. That's all right. That's all right. Do I still have a restock in here? Yep, there's still 2 restocks in here, so I feel good. It's nice when you're not playing against another blue player because you're just like, no Vigilance. So, all right. I'll take 5. I'll go ahead and take initiative. Draw 2 cards. Take down. Vanquish. All the stuff. Everything. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 cards total here. 9 readied. We got enough to do. We got Vigilance. We're going to pay 4 for because that is a fun thing to do. We stabilized, but we're not fast. We're not fast. So, what are we at? 24? That's all right. We're about to go down to 19. All right, I'll pay 4 for a Vigilance. I will defeat Leia and heal 5. Spark of Rebellion, he chooses a card in my hand, makes me discard it. Avenger's out. Okay. I'll heal 1 from my base using Iden's ability. Go down to 18. Pay 3 for I'm Your Father on that A-Wing. You can take 7 or I draw cards. Okay. I'll take initiative. Draw 2. Search Your Feelings and System Patrol Craft. Seems good to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. No resources played by either of us. No problem. Let's do this smart. Takedown on the Fang Fighter for 4. I'll pay 4 for Search Your Feelings. Search my deck for a card. you know what I really want? I want Entrenched. I would grab Vigilance, but Entrenched would be fun. There it is. Okay, grab that because I can use Entrenched right now. So let's shuffle this deck. All right. Let's mess with him a little bit. I'll pay 3 for I'm Your Father on the A-Wing. Okay. I'll heal 1 using Iden's ability to go down to 17. I'll entrench K2SO. And then I'll pass. Draw 2 cards. Avenger, Power of the Dark Side. Seems good. I'm going to stay at 9 resources. Wow, Vigilance and Search Your Feelings in the same turn is great. That, it feels great. Searching, knowing you need 10 to do that with when you're in Iden and out of aspect. Ooh, so 8 feels great. Okay. Ooh, waylay to K2SO. Bam. All right. This is what feels good. Spark a Rebellion. All right. I'm gonna pay 6 for Spark a Rebellion. Let's see that hand and see if there's anything better than K2SO. K2SO. Wow, that was good. That was fun. Really, I mean, that just feels like it's defeating, right? I mean, that's essentially what control decks do. They just defeat. All right, Power of the Dark Side on Greedo. I'll take initiative. Draw 2, takedown, Inferno 4. Okay, Inferno 4 is good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same, I'm going to stay at 9. Avenger for 9. Thank you, sack a unit. Gotta bring in that Hyperspace Avenger. This is my like a last Avenger that I need to sell, but I need a regular Avenger. Just want one regular Avenger. I'll use Iden's ability, heal 1, go down to 16. I'll pass. Draw 2 cards, a second Avenger and a Lieutenant. Stay at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Staying at 9. Two for that surprise strike, but it's several turns too late. All right, 5 to base takes me to 21. I'll swing with an Avenger on your base for 8. Reminder counter on Iden. We got the Lieutenant we can put out for more shields. Okay, we haven't done a whole lot of damage here. There's the Insurgent. Second card he plays. I have to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 here through 7. All right, I have 7 cards for you to choose from. Lieutenant. Takedown on the Insurgent. Heal 1 using Iden's ability, go down to 20. And then let's go. I'll pay 2 for Inferno 4 to look at the top 2 cards of my deck. I will leave them both on top. And I'll pay 1 for restock. Restock goes in my discard pile. I'll be choosing restock as one of the cards. And I'm going to shuffle or put on the bottom restock, vigilance, vigilance, and spark of rebellion in a random order. And I'll pass. We just have vigilance and death trooper in our hand. It's our third vigilance, which is great. 2 more left in the deck. Vigilance will get us out of here because there's not a lot. Like he essentially needs like 2 cards to make something happen. You need to have a unit, and you need to hit me with some type of surprise strike or heroic sacrifice, something big, right? That's going to give him a buff. But it usually takes 2 cards to do that. So if you're the Cassian player, usually holding on to cards to try to get a ideal play. But what you don't want to see is me continually healing and taking that from you, right? Okay, so that's good. Wolf is great. Wolf is great. Good move. Swing for 8 on your base. Make you sack a unit. Puts us at 22. Not much more we can do here. All right, I'll swing for 2 with Inferno 4. I'll pay 4 for System Patrol Craft, and then I'll pass. Let's build up this Imperial Fleet. Imperial Fleet. Not as great as when you can get like multiple Star Destroyers out, but you know, sometimes an Imperial ship doesn't need that. Its strength is there, right? So it's usually just going to be the small ships that are around it. But man, there's just something great about like Relentless, Avenger, Devastator. And I got him. Yep, he needed more units. All right. Good game. Good game. Just a minute. I do something on this end. So that was great. Again, we were just trying to try out some stuff here with the Iden Blue deck, bringing this back up. We had 2 streams today because there was a power outage. So you'll see one that's like post power outage and one prior. So, you know, that's going to be like one of those things here. Team Grizzly, just found out your dryer's motor doesn't work. Oh no. Did you find out with laundry inside of it? That's rough, buddy. I'm sorry. That may also impact some of your purchases for Star Wars, which is always a bummer. So I know I've been making some big deals for set 2 lately, and I'll be taking in some Magic cards today at a local store to kind of build up that credit. Really going through a lot of collection stuff that I don't have time to play, especially when I'm invested so much in Star Wars and enjoying everything about it, the games, the art, the community. Loving it. Loving this. Appreciate everyone who comes in here and hangs out, chats, lurks, watches, comments, likes, subscribes, all those fun things. Just appreciate it a lot. But again, we just tried the Richmond 4K stuff. I like it. Just feels a little slow as far as just, you know, till you get to that winning point. Tempo feels good. I may mess around with this a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to make a move to this deck, but it's a very lateral move. And again, when I say lateral, it's because it uses a lot of similar cards, similar strategy. It's just slower. So we'll check it out. We'll check it out. But I'll keep messing around with Iden Blue Green for sure. A lot of stuff happening. Peterson saying I should do Worlds commentary. As much as I'd love it, we'll see. We just put our first commentary video out yesterday. Tales of the Portland 1K. You'll hear me talk about what we experienced. I actually get to talk to Peterson. We bring him on since he actually got 10th place at that event. So most of my play group that I play with, he definitely got to the highest, which is awesome for him. And we both talk about our experiences playing Sabine Red, and you get to see Sabine Red in the semifinal match. So if you want to take a look at what that deck looked like, or Palpatine Blue, hosted by Rebel Trooper, who we did the quarterfinals match for them as well. That deck is in there, and we have Wyatt from Artificery. So a lot of people you can take a look at there. Would be awesome. So check that out. Appreciate everyone coming in today. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Mother's Day weekend. And may the Force be with you.